God bless everyone. So I am Laya Luzon, and for today's video, I am going to discuss about the research collecting primary data. So let's start. So research for collecting primary data. Introduction. The purpose of survey research is to collect primary data gathering and assembled specifically for the product at hand. So, primary data refers to the first-hand data gathering by researchers themselves. So, kapag magkakandak tayo ng research, dapat mag-collect tayo ng mag-collect ng primary data sa ating research. In order to gather a lot of questions or meron tayong mga respondents. Ganyan. Next is respondents. Is to provide answers to written or spoken questions. This interview or questionnaire collect data through the mail, on the telephone, online, or face-to-face. So, respondent is a person who is called upon to issue a response to a communication made by another. So, respondents, ito yung pwede tayo kukuha ng response through telephone, online, or face-to-face. Diba? Pwede tayong gamit lang cellphone, makakuha tayo ng response. Pwede tayo magtatanong sa kanila, sa ating respondents. Next is sample survey. Emphasize that the purpose of contacting respondents is to obtain a representative sample or subset of the target population. So, sample survey is a method for collecting data from or about the members of populations so that inferences about the entire population can be obtained from a subset or a sample of population. So, sample survey. So, sa ating research, kapag nag-conduct tayo ng research, dapat meron tayong sample survey. Kasi napaka-importante yan sa ating research. Next is advantage of survey. It provides a quick and inexpensive, efficient, and accurate means of assessing information about populations. Advantage of surveys. So, meron tayong high representativeness. Survey provide a high level of general capability in representing a large population. And meron din tayong convenient data gathering. And meron din good statistical significance. So, marami tayong makukuha kapag meron tayong survey sa ating research. So, maraming advantage kasi yan. And next is error in survey research. So, there are 4 error in survey research. And the first one is random sampling error. So, most surveys try to portray a representative cross-section of a particular target population. So, random sampling error occurred when the statistical characteristics of populations are estimated from a subset or a sample of the population. And the second one is systematic error. Results from some imperfect aspect of the research design or from a mistake in executive of the research. So, systematic error refers to causes include observations, error, imperfect instrument calibration, or environmental inferences. So, next is the third one is respondent error. So, if people cooperate and give truthful answers, a survey will likely accomplish its goals. So, respondent error. If kapag ang ating interview are magbibigay lang sa atin ng totoong sagot, hindi tayo so na mahihirapan sa ating research. Makukuha natin ang goal kung ano man ang goal natin. Next is non-response error. Survey with relatively low response rate may still accurately reflect the population of interest. So, non-response error when the individuals who complete the interview are somehow systematically different than those who were unable to contact those who choose not to participate. So, non-response error if for example is kapag interview tayo tapos hindi sila nag-response, parang hindi sila sumasagot. So, parang yan ang tawag na non-response error. Hindi tayo makagawa ng research kapag ganyan ang kanilang mga sagot. So, next is self-selection bias. It's a problem that frequently self-administered questionnaire. So, response bias, a bias that occurs when respondents either conspicuously or unconsciously tend to answer questions with a certain slant that mispresent the truth. So, response bias. So, hindi lang sa mga kompetensya may bias, kundi meron din sa research. Klaseng mga bias kasi yan. Meron din. Kaya, dapat i-avoid natin yan para madali nating magawa ang research. Because response bias is a general term for a wide range of tendencies for participants to respond inaccurate falsely to questions. So, ganyan. Marami silang binibigay na sagot na hindi tama kapag nag-an-interview. So, yan matatawag nating bias. And next is acquiescence bias. They seem to agree practically every statement they are asked about. So, acquiescence bias, also known as the agreement bias, is the tendency for survey respondents to agree with research statement without the action being a true reflection of their own position or itself. So, next is extremity bias. Some individuals tend to use extremes with responding to questions. So, extreme bias kasi refers to content in social media being more extreme than what is typically observed offline. So, extreme bias. So, meron ding mga bias sa media, lalo na sa social media, dami yan. Next is interviewer bias. Response bias may arise from the interplay between interviewer and respondent. So, interviewer bias relates to aspects of the interviewer and the way which they ask questions and responds to answers. So, meron din, for example, magkakandak tayo ng interview sa lugar na yan and maraming taong bias. So, hindi tayo makakuha ng mga totoong sagot kapag ganyan ang ating mga taong natatanungan. Next is administrative error. An error caused by improper administration or execution of the research task. So, administrative error means error in operating the plan determined by the committee to require correction by permitting additional contribution by the employee. So, it's all about parang mga committee yan na contribute sa mga parang government employee. The next is data processing error. A category of administrative error that occurs because of incorrect data entry, incorrect computer programming, or other procedure errors during data analysis. So, data processing error, ito yung tinatawag to that it is a final survey result arising from the faulty implementation of correctly planned implementation methods. So, ito yung sa final survey na. And the next is sample selection error. An administrative error caused by improper sample design or sampling procedure execution. Interview error. Mistake by interview failing to record server response correctly. So, interviewer. So, kapag nag-interview kayo, tas yung natatanong nyo is puro mga mali ang sagot, para hindi kayo satisfied, so magiging error yan sa yung research. Then last is interview cheating. The practice of filling in fake answer or falsifying questionnaire working as an interview. So, cheating, from the word cheating, marami dito yan sa atin, lalo na sa paaralan, kapag may exam, maraming cheating. Hindi lang sa paaralan, kundi meron din sa research. Marami yan. Kapag nagbibigayan ng mali na sagot or natatawag yang cheating. Hindi dapat natin yan ginagawa. Dapat kapag tinatanong tayo, sasagot tayo na maayos yung ano yung totoo para naman mapadali ang kanilang research na magawa. So, yun lang. So, that's all guys. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye!